and welcome to the Sportscast, March 14th, 2018. Today we're doing two episodes, and this is our second one. We're doing Soccer Sportscast Champions League. We just witnessed Barcelona beat Chelsea 3-0. Barcelona wins the series, the aggregate 4-1. So we got David Hessel on the line. David, what do you think about the match?
Well, unfortunately, I couldn't see the game. I just was, watching on my app, like 1-0, 2-0, 3-0, and I was like, wow, I was hoping Barcelona would win. I thought it would be like a 1-0 win because Chelsea, I think they have they have a really good team. And so I didn't see like a 3-0 like that on Champions League, but I'm surprised and I'm very happy for Dembele because he went, to Barcelona on a very, very high transfer fee. Then he got injured. He came back. He got injured again, and today he scored. So I think that's going to boost, him for the rest of the season and maybe the World Cup. So I'm very happy and surprised, but I'm very happy.
Here are the match facts for the game. Lionel Messi, according to FotMob, was the man of the match. Lionel Messi scored the first goal at the 3rd minute. Then Ousmane Dembélé scored the second goal at the 20th minute and made it 2-0. And I cannot find who was 3-0. The third goal, was Lionel Messi at the 63rd minute. Made it 3-0, and it was an assist by Luis Suarez.
Mm-hmm.
So it was two goals by Lionel. I mean, that's something that. Do you think Barcelona is a good team enough to win the Champions League?
Like from the beginning of the season, like they lost Neymar, then they got I don't remember his name, from the Brazilian player from China. And everyone was like, "Oh, why are Paulinho? Why are they buying him?"
Yeah.
Then they got Paulinho. Then they got Ousmane Dembele, and they got another player for the. And everyone was like, complaining about their transfer, But Paulinho has been, I think, he's been like really, really great. In midfield, he scored goals. I think he's becoming more and more important for the team. Dembele, we've seen what he's done, at Dortmund. And so I think, even though they lost Neymar, I really see them as one of, the team that really can, I don't know if they can win it, but I see them going to the final, So picking up, and they have the experience. So Real Madrid, Barcelona, and then I'd say like Manchester City is like, there's a team that can beat Barcelona, Real Madrid. I think that's Manchester City of Pep Guardiola.
The starting lineup for the Barcelona squad today was Stengen, Sergio Roberto, Piqué, Umtiti, Jordi Alba, Dembele, Rakitic, Busquets, Iniesta, Suarez, and Lionel Messi. For Chelsea, Courtois, Azpilicueta, Christensen, Rudiger, Victor Moses, Fabregas, Kante, Marcos Alonso, Willian, Hazard, and Giroud. They started Giroud today.
Yeah, I was surprised when I saw the lineup at the beginning of the game. I was surprised that he was a starter. But, it feels like every time Giroud starts, he doesn't score. But when you make him come in, in the middle of the game, almost at the end of the game, he kind of almost always scores. So I don't know what's with Giroud. But to me, the biggest problem with Chelsea this season is that they lost Diego Costa. I think last season he's the one that helped Conte and Chelsea, win the Premier League. Then something happened between, towards the end of the season. Something happened between Conte and Diego Costa, and then Conte, didn't want him anymore in the team, and this season they're struggling. He was the one that was bringing the goals for Chelsea, and I truly believe if Diego Costa will have been, with Chelsea, it will have been a different game. I'm pretty sure he will have scored maybe one extra goal against Chelsea. Maybe, I don't know if they will still have been able to beat Barcelona, but it will have been a different game.
I agree with you. I think having Diego Costa with Chelsea last year was huge. I really think that he was the one that that made Chelsea win the championship. I mean, I really do think so. So,
no, yeah,
but personnel problems. But now Diego Costa is not doing much for Atletico.
I mean, yeah, he had some red card, and also he didn't play for the first part of the season because he was not really in the team. So I think he's gonna get back, and I'm pretty sure he kept training, but it's never the same, training and playing 90 minutes, with pressure on games and stuff like that. So I think he may come back for the end of the season, for Atletico Madrid, and if Brazil, he's with Spain. If Spain will take him to the World Cup, I think he may be a good help for Spain during the World Cup.
Yeah, it's something that we have to look forward to. Maybe we'll see the the best of them. He's still in his late 20s. But back to Giroud, like you were saying, I think Giroud definitely had. He's a better super sub than a starter, and I think he hasn't accepted that role yet. That's why he went to from Arsenal to Chelsea to become a starter. But maybe it's panning out for him just to be a super sub.
I hope not, because I like Giroud, but yeah, he needs to start scoring. That's why Chelsea, took him in. Morata is not really, again, they got rid of Costa. They got Morata from Real Madrid. Morata has not been, he's good. I like Morata too, but he's not been really stepping up in that position of, their savior, their scorer, when they need him. So they got Giroud, and it seems like it's the same thing. So hopefully Giroud just needs to get, better, acquainted with his, the other players from Chelsea, and find new automatism, with them, and hopefully he'll be able to start scoring again.
These are the teams that are left in the Champions League: Real Madrid, Juventus. I think Roma advanced. Bayern Munich.
Yeah.
Liverpool, Man City, Seville, and Barcelona. From that group, who's your top two?
Top two, I would say Barcelona and Manchester City.
I agree. I think those two are the top two so far. The dark horse or the honorable mention, I would think, is Real Madrid.
I would say Real Madrid, and I would say the surprise may come from Liverpool, because Salah has been on fire, and if they keep the way they are playing now, they may be the surprise of this Champions League season.
True. Liverpool and Salah has been ecstatic. They don't need Coutinho. I think the exit of Coutinho might have helped Liverpool in some ways. So they got a good pickup with Salah. They got to capitalize it on him before he might decide to leave, because he could be a future Madrid player or future Barcelona or even Man City. So I would definitely capitalize this season for Liverpool. I'm a Liverpool fan, and I think this is their best shot. I think the teams they should not face in the next round is Barcelona or Man City. If they don't face those two, they have a good shot.
Yeah, but even Real Madrid, because the thing with Real Madrid is like they have the experience. When things go bad, because they have the experience, they stay calm. They don't panic, and because that's what happened. In those Champions League game. When you arrive towards the round of 16 and all the other games. Like Madrid have that experience that okay, they scored a goal, but I think they are the first team this season in Premier League that beat Manchester City. Before that, it was Shakhtar Donetsk in Champions League that beat Manchester City. So yeah, they may be a good surprise, but yeah, I think if they fall against Barcelona, it will be something different.
March
And
16th. Yeah.
I really hope. No, I really hope they Liverpool gets to keep Salah next season. There's a big rumor. Real Madrid wants to redo their whole front line, and they're talking about Salah. I really hope they get to keep him. So we'll see.
Yeah. Will Madrid keep Zidane?
I mean, I think they should. I mean, I believe he made a mistake by, James went to Bayern Munich, they sold Morata, like, they have Benzema, Morata is gone, they don't really have, like, I don't feel, a real number 9. They have young, Asensio, what's the other guy? They have young players that are there, but they don't have the experience. So I think he made the mistake of letting player go and not getting new players. So that's what his mistake, and I think that's why, the beginning of the season was terrible. But, people always talk about Zidane, but Ronaldo did nothing at the beginning of the season either. He was like in a big, like empty scoring, period at the beginning of the season, and so now he's picking back up, at the right time for them for Champions League. I think for La Liga, it's finished. So I think Zidane, I think he should stay, but they should definitely like, hey, we need to get new players, for next season. So I think he should stay. I mean, he brought 2 Champions League back to back to Real Madrid, something that has never been done before since the new system of Champions League. So we should not forget that. Even if it's a blank season, because I remember when Ancelotti I think won La Decima, or I think it was La Decima. And then the season after, he didn't win anything. They fired him, This season may be like a blank season for Real Madrid, but I think they should still, trust in Zizou, in Zidane. So.
Real quick, as a PSG fan, what do you think about the rumor of Neymar might going back to Barcelona?
I think it's just, the press that likes to talk about, they just like to bring rumors like that, One thing I've seen, the thing with PSG is that they have the money. Money is not the problem. And, like, if you see, for example, last season, Barcelona wanted to pay, to give 100 million for Marco Verratti. Did Marco Verratti move over there? No. The president, they didn't move. They're like, no, we're not a selling club, we're a buying club. They spent 222 million. They're not. If Barcelona wants to pay to get him back, they will not sell him for less than that. I don't think Barcelona has that money. I don't think Neymar wants to come back. So to me, I don't see him coming back, and I don't see PSG letting him go. PSG is going to be like, we have a contract, you have to stay. And also, I read, I think it was yesterday or today, like Neymar's father which is his agent, was saying, hey, there's a future for Neymar at PSG. So I think they're just, the press is just trying to sell, and get ratings or whatever they do with press. So I'm not worried about that. And even if Neymar wants to leave, we've seen I like Neymar. I'm a PSG fan, but Ronaldo took Real Madrid to the next round. Why? Because Ronaldo is a team player. He brought the team up. I don't believe Neymar has that yet. Can he get there? Yes. But I don't see Neymar bringing, we see Neymar, he's the star, so he wants to do penalty instead of Cavani. He wants to do, he's not that leader. So even if PSG was to lose Neymar, it will suck, and it will bring, I'm sure, Neymar is bringing, PSG, dimension, but I don't think Neymar is there, at Messi and Ronaldo's level yet. So, again, I don't think he's going to leave, and if he leaves, life will happen, but Neymar needs to play with the team. He needs to come down a little bit. Okay, you're the most expensive player in the world, but just calm down, and play with the team. Be the leader of the team, because I truly believe he can become the leader of the team.
Well, I do think he'll probably stay at PSG. I think you're right. I think all those rumors, it's just a press thing. I think they just want to stir up, but he just got there. And obviously he's
exactly.
They're out of the Champions League, and they probably won League One, but he has to be patient, and he wants to be a leader of a team like Ronaldo, but he has to be patient. Maybe PSG will bring in more players this summer, maybe like Salah or something like that. But I think he needs to be patient, and Barcelona's getting old too. Messi's getting older. Suarez is getting older, so
Iniesta getting older.
Exactly. So it won't be the same as it was before last season or the season before. So so what I think, PSG is the team of the future. Cavani's still in his prime, so I will stick around there. And then League One is a good league. You got Marseille, you got Lyon. The league is getting better. Nice was good.
We have Monaco.
Monaco's good, so it's not like it was a couple years ago where they win in December in their head. But stick around. There's more players coming into the League One, not just going to PSG, but going to other clubs. And France is a very talented. That golden generation. It's still going around. We got Pogba's, we got all these other players, Mbappe, and all those are still sprouting.
Dembele, Griezmann,
exactly. So, we'll see more and more, and I think League One is probably the fourth best league in the world, maybe more than the Italian league.
Yeah, hopefully, yeah. I think with the UEFA ranking, Italy is still 4, but yeah, I think slowly, this may change, so we'll see. I hope so.
David, how can people reach you?
Like last time, I'm not on Instagram, I'm not on social media, so I say Instagram, at David HE 1981.
There you go. Well, thanks for coming on to the Sportscast Soccer Update. March 16th, in 2 days, will be the draw. We can't make any predictions because it's a lottery. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So anything can happen. They could pair up the best teams together, and then we'll for sure know who's the best there. But that's the best part about the Champions League. It's anyone's game. Every game could be the toughest game. It could be a championship final, pretty much, because it's so good. That's why it's called the Champions League.
Yeah.
The best teams playing in one league together. Well, Dave, thanks a lot for coming on to the Sportscast.
Thank you for having me.